I'm Leslie Hester, Founding Director of Delta Gateway Museum in downtown Blytheville, Arkansas. We wanted to take just a minute to update you all on our pandemic shutdown and also to bring you up to date on exhibit progress. Due to COVID-19, our gallery has been closed to the public since March of last year. Now, we are watching this situation closely, and we would like to reopen this spring if the public health crisis seems to be decreasing by then. We have continued to work on exhibits, but admittedly that work has gone pretty slowly. We do have a collection of objects over here that is in the process of becoming an exhibition. Delta Gateway Museum is one of only 10 museums across the nation participating in a Smithsonian Institution pilot project called Starter Kit Work. The Starter Kit helps museums like ours develop new exhibitions in collaboration with the Smithsonian's Museum on Main Street program. The Starter Kit brings national context to the exhibit through images, design elements, and graphics. Then we use our own research, collections, and archives to tell our original local story. At DGM, we're focusing on sharecropping, a form of tenant farming that dominated our region in the early 20th century. Since most people could not afford to buy land or farm equipment, tenant farming was the primary system of work for most people. Sharecroppers, black or white, lived on the land and provided the farm labor, while the landowner provided the housing, mules, and equipment. Mechanical farm equipment was just beginning to be produced at this time, but was too expensive for most people. The sharecropper usually received 50% of the crop, but he was also charged for seeds, supplies, groceries, and housing by the landowner. This often left the sharecropper deep in debt from year to year. The sharecropper's family worked in the fields and at home. In addition to helping with the field work, the wife and mother also did the sewing, gardening, laundry, cooking, cleaning, animal care, and child care. It was a physically demanding, full-time job in an era when few women worked outside the home. So let's take a look, a closer look, at some of the objects that are going in this exhibit. These objects exemplify the type of work that people on the farm are doing on a daily basis, mainly women, but that was their daily role. So this is a treadle sewing machine. The treadle is actually a foot pedal that made the machine work. You press the foot pedal, it turns a wheel here with a belt, turns a wheel here, makes the needle go up and down. So it was really a combination of physical labor and technology. The farm wife made all of the family's clothing on a machine like this with material probably purchased from the landowner. This is a butter churn. Now, it's made out of ceramic. Most of them were ceramic or earthenware. There were some wood versions as well. This is called a dash. This particular dash has crossed arms at the bottom. This churning is what it's called. It's a long process of up and down, up and down, up and down for hours. And the churning process separates the fat, which is butter, from the milk. So the fat rises to the top, you take a ladle, skim that off, and you've got butter. This is a wringer washing machine. You put the clothes in, it agitates, it's operated by a motor, it agitates, and then you put the wet clothing through these wringers, and that's what gets the water out of them. Then you hang them on a clothesline to dry. This particular machine was operated by a gasoline-powered motor in the beginning, but the local family that owned this washing machine converted it to an electric motor in the early 1940s. That's about the time that rural people in this area were starting to get electricity. So the house, the Sharecropper house, is the centerpiece of our exhibit. It's really just 2 rooms, a living room and a kitchen. but the construction style and the interior look are based on local historical research. We started building this house right here in our gallery last year with an all-volunteer workforce and with materials donated by Lowe's here in Louisville, and we are so grateful for their support of this project. So we have other exhibits that are also in progress right now, and we hope that once the pandemic is over and our gallery is open again, that you'll come on by and see some of the exciting exhibits we've been working on.